2 News Oklahoma presents The Program, sponsored by Tulsa Welding School.
Greetings and welcome in, everybody. You have found The Program, presented by Tulsa Welding School here on 2 News Oklahoma, monthly feature series where we take a deep dive into a different Green Country athletic department, high school athletic department each month. And it's been a ton of fun. We're here in Jenks, America today. Really a high school athletic department that needs no introduction.
No, but we'll give them one anyway, right? These trophies should speak for themselves, and they have won a lot of them. No team, no program in the state of Oklahoma has won more state championships than the Jenks Trojans. And there's a lot more than just what you see out on the field. They're doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes to help make sure athletes are ready, and they're continuing to build on this campus.
You know, I worked in Abilene, Texas years ago, and high school football was everything there. And even though none of our teams had played Jenks that I was aware of, there was just a mystique. Like, if you know high school football anywhere in this country, you know about this program. And it is this program more than any other that over 3 decades ago set in motion something that has changed the landscape here in Oklahoma high school football. You know, it used to be dominated at the highest level by those West Side schools. Yeah. And now it's about 3 decades where it's all been Green Country state champions, and what they did here, Ron Lancaster, Alan Trimble, all the work that this community coming behind had more to do with it than anybody else.
And it's right in that time frame where Jenks really put its stamp on the state in terms of winning state championships. I was looking between about 1999 and 2004. It was like every program was winning a state championship here at Jenks.
On Old Jenks High, fight right through that line. At 3,624 students, Jenks High School is the 4th largest in the state of Oklahoma. State championships, they got a lot of those as well. 106 boys athletic state titles, 101 girls athletic state titles, 7 activity titles, count that up, 214 in total, all over the past 50 years. The most in swimming, combined 38 state championships between the boys and girls programs. You don't lead the state in state championships by accident. Some of the best athletes and coaches have called Jenks America home. Baseball players, Thomas Hatch, Josh Johnson. Rinsey Stone was a member of the Trojan basketball team that took on Kobe's Lower Marion squad and won. Then there's football. Garrett Mills, Bobby Klink, Stephen Parker, Tyler Ott, Sean Mahan, Rocky Kalmus, Kewan Jones.
Here comes Jones! Touchdown! Oklahoma!
Clay Martin coached boys basketball for 17 seasons, now serves as the school's athletic director with his other duties.
It's an honor to serve this school district. It was an honor to coach for this school district, teach, assistant principal unit. It was an honor to be a parent in this school district.
But few have impacted not just athletes, but people, like former Jenks head coach Alan Trimble. 13 state championships and a member of Halls of Fame both locally and nationally. May the Trojan torch burn brightly, that all may see the ray. To the path that leads to heights unknown, our Trojans lead the way.
And as we speak, with maybe their biggest regular season game of the year straight ahead against Bixby tomorrow night, this Trojans team is off to a great start in 2025, 3-0 under new head coach Adam Gaylor.
Yeah, and we knew whenever he was going to take over that the defense was going to be spectacular. That offense is humming right now, all led by K.D. Jones and what he's able to do in the backfield. He's a dynamic running back, one of the best in the state.
Gaylor is the new caretaker. There haven't been many, obviously. Trimble was the head coach for a very long time. Keith Riggs came in, won a couple of state championships. This is one of those jobs where no doubt you feel the weight of it, but Adam Gaylor seems to be doing a fantastic job so far, bringing really a fresh energy into this Jenks Trojans program.
Stay off of him. Hey, run by him. Don't stand in front of him.
Yeah, you know, our goal, going forward is to have the best team, not a good collection of players, but the best team. And our guys have come together, staff change, some roster changes, things like that. They've done an outstanding job of sticking together. Obviously being 3-0, it's good, but
there you go. That's it. Some guys call it a Frogger stance, like when they play mirror attack. Sorry.
I don't think we're very good yet. I think that's a positive, right? There's a lot of room for growth. So, you see the potential and you see that we have a chance to be really, really good, but I don't think we're there yet. So that's the exciting part heading into district play.
It's up to us to put it into it. You understand me? Let's go. Roll it out.
You know, if you want your kids to play hard, you got to coach hard, right? I don't think it's something you just say. Like, they've got to see how much you're invested as a coach, too. And we say, you know, you can't practice soft and play hard, you know, so it's kind of one of those things like you've got to coach them hard. And you got to have energy, too.
Win one outside. Okay, win one-on-one.
Strap them shoes up, man. What you doing, man? Look like you got some Walmart shoes on or something.
That's the drill.
You got the Champ Pros on.
Probably more comfortable now than I was 7 years ago when I first got here. You know, even being the defense coordinator at Jenks is a big deal. You know, and so that year we started 9 new guys on defense, and so there was a lot of you know, a lot of pressure there. And so it doesn't matter whether I was the defense coordinator or head coach. You know, there's a lot of high expectations and a lot of pressure there, and so being able to handle it over the last 7 years has helped, and seeing how Coach Riggs has handled it, and being able to you know, get his ear and ask him questions about how he's handled certain things. But
don't cross like this, right? I'm just pulling the elbows up, okay?
I say this all the time. Look at the trophies, look at the pictures in here. Walk into that office and Coach Trimble's looking at you. We definitely want to uphold and you know, uphold that tradition and that standard that he set here years ago. Yeah.
We are just getting started here on the program. When we return, Katie Jones, one of the top running backs in the state, also comes from a talented bloodline. How that family feud helped fuel the Jenks running back.
You were watching the program here on 2 News Oklahoma, sponsored by Tulsa Welding School. Welcome back to the program, everybody. Kate McFarland, Dan Lindblad, showcasing Jenks High School athletics this month. Dan, it's probably the most famous highlight in Jenks High School history. You can still remember Kewan Jones streaking down the sideline to give the Trojans a victory in an epic backyard bowl game that was 25 years ago.
Yeah, and what a game that was, as Jenks won just by that much there at the very end. Katie Jones, his son, now a star senior running back at Jenks, made his own backyard bowl memory, and part of that was beating his dad.
Like father, like son.
I know we run similar, so, but nah, it wasn't really me studying his film, trying to like run like him or anything. I guess it's just in the blood.
The Jones bloodline is flowing, and it's all Jenks maroon.
It's funny, the other day, I was telling one of my friends, I was like, yeah, I'm about to break my dad's record and everything like that, and I showed him a couple of highlight videos, and he was like, oh, so your kid's gonna go to Jenks, right? And I was like, yeah, probably, that's how it's gonna work out.
25 years ago, it was Kewan making plays in the backyard bowl.
From where I come from, you know, everybody knows that I came from Nathan Hill, you know, and moved over here. And the one thing that I always say is, you know, Coach Trimble, you know, and coming here, you know, it changed my life, you know, and it made me the man that I am today.
I feel great!
When I came here, they opened me with open arms, you know, and treated me like a son, you know, and they've never wavered on that. You know, every coach, Coach Riggs, you know, and now Coach Gaylor, they've had nothing but utmost respect for me and showed me that. And that started from, you know, Coach Trimble.
And finishing his career with the 8th most rushing yards in a Trojan uniform.
Like, you know, one thing, you know, believing in God and, you know, having that faith is, you know, he puts you in situations that you never even think of. And, you know, like I say, I was 17, 18 years old and back in 2000, and here we are 25 years later, you know, and, you know, all my kids go to Jenks, you know, and, you know, my son, you know, he's, you know, at the school that changed my life and, you know, breaking records.
However, last week, Jones moved down to 9th.
No, I didn't know until after or before the first game. You know, they were like, I think it was like a week before or something, they made the graphic, and I was like, okay, so I'm pretty close. I texted it to him immediately, and I was like, I said, I'm coming.
As for likely 1 week only, Caden holds the record for 8th most rushing yards in a Trojan uniform.
Jenks is known to have some running backs, so for me to be on that list, I was, you know, surprised, and definitely for him to, you know, be on it now and with the opportunity to, you know, to pass me and some of the other greats that he's passed.
Through 3 games, Jones is averaging about 156 rushing yards per game. He's on track to become just the second 4,000-yard rusher in Trojan history. Add in his freshman season, Jones would be north of 5,000 for his career, becoming the 4th 5,000-yard rusher in the history of Class 6A. But not before one last run at a gold ball.
You know, since I started playing football, you know, I've always wanted to win at the highest level. So, you know, I am at the highest level now. And you know, Jenks has they got these posters all around the halls, you know, that shows the team that won that year. So I want my face in here. You know, that's history. My pop's face down there twice on 2 posters. So if I could have my kids see my face on here, that would be really cool.
You know, his sophomore year, you know, lost the state championship to Bigsby. You know, I think it hurt me more than it hurt him. You know, so you know, it would mean everything, man. Like I said, one of the main reasons why I brought my kids, you know, to Jenks is just because of the tradition. You know, like I say, the ultimate goal has always been to win a gold ball. And you know, the way the people here in this town, you know, treat you from winning a gold ball, you know, it's special.
A relationship forged on football, built Trojan tough.
That last name, it does carry a lot of weight here at Jenks, you know, more than it would at any other school. So, you know, just kind of, you know, trying to honor that legacy, you know, just bring it up even more. You know, he started it, you know, if I can continue it, you know, pass it on to my sisters, you know, and when we all graduate, hopefully, you know, like I said, our kids, you know, carry the tradition, you know, carry the legacy.
I love Jenks. Jenks America changed my life, and, you know, I owe it a lot.
When we return to the program, Jenks Edition, a state champion golfer who took 2 years off but is now ready to compete for another state title.
And Athletic Director Clay Martin, catch up with him, a man who has 2 big-time, full-time jobs. You're watching the program here on 2 News Oklahoma. Welcome back into the program, everybody, here in Jenks today, where a girls golfer started her career as a state champion, hopes to end her career as a state champion as well.
Yeah, we all know that how much time these athletes put into the work that you see each and every day out there on the field, court, whatever it may be. She was doing individual tournaments outside of that, competing, winning top 5 in these tournaments. It became too much, had to take 2 years off, but now she is ready to wear that Jenks maroon once again.
I was about 4 years old hitting like a plastic ball inside my house, and I really liked it. So I started playing U.S. Kids tournaments when I was 5 and just kind of took off from there. AJGA, I believe I'm ranked 35. I have a weird ritual. I hit my 58, I hit my pitching wedge, I hit my 8 iron, I hit my 6 iron, maybe a hybrid. I hit a 3-wood and a driver, and I only hit like 3 to 5 drives because, I don't know, I'm superstitious. And then I go chip and putt, and then usually I'm ready to go. Pressure for me is like, I want to play good, I want to help my team, so it's kind of that kind of pressure where it's like, I don't want to let anyone down. But I think just reminding yourself, hey, you have all these people supporting you, and you've gone through so many experiences that you just need to take a deep breath. It's golf is a game. It's really not that deep. It's been so fun. I missed it the 2 years I didn't play, but I was just missing so much school, playing the golf team and individual tournaments, that it was a tough decision, but I had to make it. And now that it's my senior year and I'm committed, it was like, why not? And so it's been great. I mean, the team has welcomed me back with like open arms, and it's been so fun. I'm committed to Ole Miss, so I'm looking to further my career at Ole Miss, and hopefully the optimal goal is to go on to the LPGA Tour, but it's in the future. Jenks is just so special because of the community that we have, especially the girls on the team. We're all friends with each other, and we're all just like, we get along, so I just think that camaraderie is just really special here at Jenks. I think it's awesome creating history at Jenks. I mean, there's so many other people out there who are great at whatever sport they play in, so I think it's really cool to represent Jenks like this. It's like the dream goal right there. I mean, it would mean so much to me, especially doing it with my team. I think it would be such an amazing feeling, and I'm hoping for it, but we'll see.
I travel a lot, you know, throughout the year, and I wear a lot of Jenks stuff when I travel, and it strikes up so many conversations in airports or restaurants. Hey, Jenks, Oklahoma? Because they've heard about it. It's a special place that so many special people have paved the way for, and it's up to people like me and people who are here now to continue to make it better for those who follow us. You know, it's fall, right? So everybody's excited. School starts, you got Friday night football, but softball's going, cross country's going. There's so many things going on, but it's always a fun buzz around campus in August and September. we could sit here and talk about the 216 state championships we've won, and we don't need to improve this or we don't need to improve that, and nobody benefits from that. What about the second grader right now? How are things going to be for him or her when they get to high school? Facility improvements are underway. We're continuing to be very, very supported well by our community and the bond issues, and we're excited with upcoming projects that will be announced later, but nonetheless we're excited for that. And just the Board of Education that is so supportive with letting us pursue things, and letting us keep dreaming to keep getting better. I mean, one of the things that scares me most is the word complacency, and there's always just that little bit of edge, but when you're in Jenks America, it's not accepted. It's not possible because everybody is forward focused and ready to show that improvement the next day.
When we come back, how the legacy of the great Alan Trimble still inspires here at Jenks. You're watching the program on 2 News Oklahoma, sponsored by Tulsa Welding School.
Welcome back into the program on 2 News Oklahoma, brought to you by Tulsa Welding School. Caden, growing up in a different district here in the area, I didn't get to meet Coach Trimble personally, but you knew exactly who he was, both on the field and off the field.
And like I said, I worked in Abilene and knew of this program, moved up here, and he was not what you might have expected. He was just so kind, humble, gentle. Those things don't always apply to the most successful of football coaches. He had this wit about him that was unique, but obviously what he meant to this community and to these players, the players that he molded, and what he was able to build, there was a reason for it, and his legacy, no doubt, continues to inspire every day.
His final game as Trojans head coach was 8 years ago.
A lot of people look at the scoreboard, but I know more about your heart, okay? And what you guys did was unbelievable.
His fight against ALS coming to an end about 2 years later.
I'm going home.
But Alan Trimble's impact still felt every day in Jenks.
There's so many things we still do around here that he started.
Right, you can't talk about Jenks athletics without mentioning him, and I don't think people from the outside really knew the impact he had beyond just Jenks football.
7 months ago, you're not the head coach, and now you're the state champion head coach.
It's a great feeling, man. State champs right here.
All right, thank you very much. Good.
The Sharp Center Trophy case, proof of his coaching greatness. 13 state championships in 22 seasons.
I kind of like that.
Greatness, great motivator, great X and O's guy. When you drive across B Street out there and you look up and it says Alan Trimble Stadium, you think of greatness.
He had a unique ability to see and understand everything that was going on the field, and he could see it all and make such quick adjustments.
I didn't really set out 30-some years ago wondering what my legacy would be. I was just hoping the bus was on time, That's kind of how it is.
But Trimble's legacy lives on in so many lessons taught away from those bright lights of a Trojans game day.
Clay, just go get the right person. You can always teach them to coach guard play or post play, but go hire the right person, somebody you want around your kids. I'll never forget that.
He always saw the best in people. Every kid on the roster, every coach, and then work to help them go even beyond that.
Competed against him when I was at Broken Arrow, and every time, whether it was a JV game, whether it was a junior high game, whether it was a Friday night game, he always made you feel like you'd known him for 20 years.
Coach Trimble meant the world to me. Like I said, as a 15, 16-year-old kid, treated me like, like his son. He would, get on to me, but, he was, gave me love. And, like I said, he made me the man that I am today.
Alan's wife, Courtney, also still pouring into this program and this community as the Trojans team manager.
Such a wonderful person, humble, just willing to help in any way.
This program would not operate without Courtney Trimble. She is, she's my right hand. She's the boss. She gets everything done. Huge piece to this program and always will be.
His name is on the stadium because, quite frankly, Alan Trimble put Jenks America on the map. But a life of great accomplishment was also marked by great humility and love for others. And that legacy lives on.
Thank you.
what he built here, and not just the wins or the trophies, but how to run a program the right way, how to build better young men.
To me, it shows how people respect him when Coach Gaylor and Coach Riggs still call that Coach Trimble's office. You know, they've both been successful, but that is still, when you hear them talk about it, Coach Trimble's office.
13 state championships. My man filled up this trophy case pretty good. They'll make room. If they can win another one here in 2025, we'll find some room in there. Jenks taking on Bixby, hosting Bixby in our FNL Game of the Week tomorrow night, Dan.
Yeah, it could be a 6A1 state championship preview. They've already played for one. Jenks came home with the silver ball that time.
Yep.
They'd like to upgrade that this year.
It's going to do it for this month on the program. This one has been fun. It's going to be hard to top this here in Jenks America.
We'll try.
We will try next month. We'll see you then. Take care, everybody.
This has been The Program, sponsored by Tulsa Welding School.